Hello friends, today we are going to see the new numerical related to the friction. Near about all the numericals we have covered are related to the type A and type B. So type A was related to the horizontal surface when we place the body on horizontal, and type B is related when the body has placed on the inclined plane. So these on the basis of these two conditions we have seen number of problem, but sometimes the MSBT also gives numerical which may create the confusion in your mind. So today we are going to see the same numerical here. In that the diagram has already given, and when you look at the diagram then you may get the confusion, but I tell you one thing, uh, always follow the same procedure, okay, and try to solve the numerical. Come to the real numerical here. We will see exactly what the condition is there, what are the things we need to consider at the time of solving, and how the confusion can be minimized. Now come to the numerical. So this is the numerical actually. First of all, we will read the numerical. We will try to get the idea about this. Figure shows means in the numerical already the diagram has given. Okay, the previous numerical, in that numerical the diagram was absent, and on the basis of the statements has given we have drawn the diagram, but here already the diagram has given. So figure shows an arrangement for just moving the block of weight W. Okay, there is one block which is W and which is on horizontally, moving the block of weight W horizontally. So the block is moving on horizontal surface. Now I request you all to pause this video here and tell me, is this the type A or type B related numerical? Okay, if you got this idea then the further numerical will be so easy. So the word is, okay, I hope that you did and you found the correct answer too, but it's my duty, I clear you the idea. Here the word horizontally, so body is moving on the horizontal surface, that's why it is related to the type A. Okay, because the type B is related to the inclined surface, so horizontally means it is related to type A. Okay, so in the type A we have seen the one body has placed on the horizontal surface. In the type A we have seen the directions of the forces. So one is the body weight, that will be in a downward, and this surface on which the body has placed will show the some normal reaction, so that reaction force will be in upward. Okay, this will be R, bottom will be W. If that body is going to move at the right side due to the application of load, if you are thinking if the due to the P the body is moving toward the right, then the frictional force will develop into opposite direction, so this will be F. Okay, this is about the type A related. Okay, now come to this numerical. In that numerical the P load is not acted horizontally, because type A, in the type A we have seen the two cases will be, in the one case the external force will be parallel to the surface, and in the second case the external force will not be parallel, it will have the certain angle with the horizontal. That means we have seen these types of also with P, and this P is having the certain angle with the horizontal. If I draw the dash line here, then this will be the angle, theta angle. So and again in that case the body is moving toward the right, then this force will be F toward the left, frictional force. Okay, but that time we have I told you we couldn't take directly the inclined force, so that time we need to resolve that forces into the two component. So for the calculation purpose, so resolve this P into the two components, so this will be the resolution. Now the horizontal, here the condition is horizontal is related to the cos, vertical is related to the sine. So P cos theta, and vertical means P sine theta, correct? So this is the real way to solve. Means type A, second case related numerical is this. The same case, sorry, okay. Now the same case, just for to clear your concept related to the force, I want to mention here again the same thing. When the force is related to the type P, then the inclined plane will be there, and on that we have to place the one body. So in this case we have to resolve the W, but in these situations the vertical force is related to the cos theta and the horizontal force is related to the sine. Remember these things. When the horizontal related numerical, in that case the horizontal force is cos, means the normal situation, and vertical force means sine. But at the time of inclined plane you have to consider the vertical force as the cos and horizontal force as the sine. Okay, now come to the real one diagram. I hope that you got the idea. So an effort of the 40 Newton, so P has given, so P 40 Newton, Newton means the force, effort we are applying just to move the block. So this is the value of the P, just because of this body is going to move. If the coefficient of static friction is 0.30, mu has given, and determine the weight of the block, we need to measure the weight of the block, find the block weight means W. So we have the value of P. Okay, here is the diagram again. So from the diagram we have not seen such a numerical, but the one thing is here, if you concentrate then you will get the same diagram as the previous one's numerical. How it is, I will draw the block here the same as like the given diagram. Okay, this is the surface. Now this P is acting as shown here, but actually this P is not acting here. That P is showing the torque or the twist here in this thread, throughout the thread it is showing the same value. Means if the 40 value is acting on this at this portion on the rope, then the same value will be here, because the rope is same. Okay, so whatever the 40 amount is here, the same amount will be transferred through this rope. Okay, that 40 amount will be present at each point of the rope. Okay, so instead of considering the P vertically, we will consider the force here again in the same way. So this is the inclination, this will be the P, again there is a horizontal that theta has given, this is the theta. So the body is given, so body, if the body is there, means it will have the certain weight, so that weight always in a downward direction, so it will be W. And if the body has placed on the surface, then it will show the reaction, and that always be in a vertical direction, so this will be the R. So the directions of this external force are toward the right, that means the friction will act in a opposite direction, that will be left. This will be the diagram. So don't create the confusion in your mind just because of this P direction, because if you apply the 40 here, then that 40 will be present at the every point of the rope, because just because of that 40 Newton the body is going to move. it is not going to loss somewhere, and just because of that we with the help of this given data we need to find out the W. So already we have written the given data here, so come to the real one. Okay, here is the numerical. In that we have the p value, we have the mu, theta values, and find the W. So to find W, again we know the procedure. According to the procedure, two steps has to follow. Step 1 is for the limiting equilibrium, and in that we do the summations of all the vertical forces. So vertical means the y related forces vertically, so summation of Fy equal to 0. So vertical direction is positive, downward direction is negative. That related to the horizontal, that's why the up and down direction is there. That's why the up and down direction is there. In the inclined plane, the direction is the different, means that direction will be inclined. That direction will be inclined in the inclined plane. Okay, I am not going to talk about it today. Okay, so according to the summations of vertical forces, and when we consider the sign convention, then here in this diagram, this is the diagram we have drawn from the given one. So from this diagram we can see the vertical forces are R, then W, and P sine theta. But don't forget to write this way, because you may do some mistakes here. So when the body has placed on the horizontal, don't forget to mention the horizontal component as a cos theta and vertical component as a sin theta. But in the incline, the situation will be reverse. The vertical force will be cos and the horizontal force will be sin. Only the one thing has to remember, otherwise this whole situation is same here. So vertical forces are P sine theta. So three forces are, this is having upward direction, so positive R, so plus R plus P sine 25, and W is negative, minus W equal to 0. Put the value of W. Okay, our aim is to find the W, so we will not have the value of W. Put the value of theta. Theta is 25. P value has given, that is the 40, and we don't know the R value. Okay, don't worry about the R, just do your procedure. So R plus 40 sine 25 minus W. Now in these equations we can see the two unknowns are there, R and W. That's why give the equation number 1 and left that equation there. Now come to the second step. If you got the two unknown, then don't worry to think about. Comes to the second step, step 2. So steps 2 is related to the summation of all the horizontal forces equal to 0, and when we talk about the horizontal forces, then the right direction will be positive and left direction will be negative. So how many horizontal forces? Now again we will come to again the diagram. Here in this diagram we can see the F, that is the frictional force, is having the horizontal component P cos theta, also horizontal. So two components only, but the F is having the left direction, so it will be negative, and P cos theta is the right direction, so it will be positive. So you can see P cos 25 minus F equal to 0. So we know the value of P, 40 cos 25 minus F equal to 0. So when we put all the data, and instead of the F is nothing but the frictional force, so instead of F we will put the mu into R. Always in every numerical we have placed the formula directly mu into R, because in most of the numerical they are not going to give the value of the frictional forces. If they give, then there is no need to write the mu into R. So 40 cos 25 minus mu R equal to 0. We know the value of mu, so 0.3 into R. So finally we will get R is equal to 120.84 Newton. Now put R value into equation 1. We have the one equation number 1. So put this R value into the equation number 1. So this is the equation number 1. So put the R value. So this I have written again the equation number 1 here, R plus 40 sine 25 minus W equal to 0. So our value is 120.84 plus 40 sin 25 minus w equal to 0. If you rearrange the equation, then and only the one unknown is here in this equation, that is the w. So w is equal to, you will get the 137.74 Newton value, and that is our final aim. I hope that you all got the clear idea about the friction, and if you have still any doubts, you can do the message on the WhatsApp. But only the one point has remained, that is the incline ladder related. Otherwise the friction related unit has covered. Okay, and I hope that you all are doing the practice at your home. So don't forget to do the practice and try to solve the maximum numerical. Through that you will get the proper idea about the numerical. So thank you very much.